I'm here with Dr. Dan Goehl, who's a practicing veterinarian from Missouri and practices in beef cattle around the region, and wanted to talk about some of the health challenges that you've seen this year in different phases of production, but also let's just start out, maybe give us a little bit of background on your practice and some of the things you do there in Missouri.
Sure, John. We practice in Northeast Missouri and Canton, Missouri in a mixed animal practice, multi-doctor practice, and I do mostly beef cattle consisting of cow-calf, and then we deal with a lot of high-risk stocker cattle that are brought in from multiple sources.
I'm really interested to hear what kind of things what you're seeing in those stocker cattle this year, maybe in contrast to some other years following the drought, and a lot of cattle probably nutritionally challenged at that stage, and maybe how that relates to their health and the kind of health programs that you are using with your clients.
Yeah. I think it's been a challenging fall for sure. Our health has been worse than what we've experienced in previous falls. Some of that would have to be correlated to the drought and the nutrition. It's important to remember that fetal programming and a lot of the health of that calf, even after we receive it, was due to the nutrition that they received at the cow-calf farm and before we ever see those animals.
What sorts of interventions or what some kind of things that you're doing maybe a little differently in the receiving programs based on what you've seen?
I don't know that I can point my finger at one thing in particular that we've tried to do differently, but we still very much pay attention to hygiene. We use metaphylactic antibiotics, herd management, pen management, all of the things that in a normal year are important are just that much more important in a year when stress and nutrition and whatever else is playing into those increased numbers of morbidity. That makes those management practices that much more important.
For the cow-calf producers who perhaps haven't shipped their calves yet, or maybe are preconditioning and retaining them a little bit longer into the season this fall, any particular advice you'd have, especially for producers who might be in some of these drought areas and using some alternative feeds or just having some additional challenges?
Yeah, I don't think it's a secret to anybody that inputs are at an all-time high. So I would encourage people to not skimp, however, on some of the important things that we know those animals need. Our mineral programs, our protein supplementation, there are things that those animals need, and just because inputs are at an all-time high, that doesn't necessarily mean it's profitable to remove those from the program.